Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. So, did you find this to be a worthy Wednesday crossword?
Oh, definitely.
Good.
Definitely. It was a bit of a challenge, but I would entitle this, "It's good to do this puzzle with a millennial."
Uh-huh.
There were several clues. I'm like, huh? And she was like, right away, she knew what they were.
Such as?
Such as the revealer, which was the 43 Across Grammy-winning Bruno Mars album of 2016, or a hint to an unusual feature of this puzzle's answer grid. And right away, she was like, 24K magic.
Really?
We put that right in. And then 52 Across one name, Barbadian Superstar. And I'm like, oh, Barbadian Superstar. She was Rihanna. So, like, oh, thank goodness. So, and even 8 down, anime style involving giant robots. And she's like, oh, I know that, but I didn't know it had a special name. But then we figured that out together. But she'd heard of that, so it was pretty amazing.
Right. Yeah, I of course had heard of very little of that.
Yeah.
But I had the crosses.
Oh, and yeah, she also knew 54 Across. Title nickname in a classic 1984 sports film, Karate Kid. So, yep. Yep, this was her era.
Well, good. Well, the theme was interesting.
It was interesting, and I'd never quite seen a theme like this, but it didn't really have themed clues. But throughout the entire puzzle were K's everywhere, which is kind of unusual because K is not a popular letter per se. You don't see K's used as much as like L's or D's or S's or R's, but they were all over the puzzle. Here we had answers like knock knock, knick knack, Karate Kid, which we mentioned, Krona, carry, kamikazes, just they were everywhere. So yeah, that was the theme. Very, very clever and fun. Oh, we had okay. So yeah, so yeah, every corner.
K's all over the place.
Think tank. So what was it? Sick out. Sanka coffee. So, yeah. Stack. Ebook. This ilk. Any word, crossword word you can think of that has a K in it. I think it was in this one. Ska was another one. So, yeah.
So did you, as you were working on this, actually count the number of Ks?
I did not. Did you?
I did because I couldn't get this to solve, and I thought, first thing I'm going to do is verify that I have the right number of Ks. At first, I thought it was going to be 14K magic, because 43 down, like some short tennis matches, I thought one set sounded quite short, but it was 2 sets.
Right.
I guess, so what, the sets are out of 3?
I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
Not
So
a tennis player.
So I had, and I thought 14 karat gold sounded right as well. So, but yeah, it turned out to be 24 karat. And readers, you should know that the squares themselves had digits in them, a 2 and a 4, which is very rare.
Extremely rare. Rarely see a number put in a square.
Well, I had trouble in various places. The top right was certainly a challenge for me, because 9 down, the rock-steady precursor, which you mentioned was ska, I didn't get that at all. I mean, I understand it's a type of music, but I wasn't sure how that tied to rock-steady. So, and then 11 down, it's like, oh, great, Spanish rice, I'm doomed. It was Arroz, A-R-R-O-Z.
Yes.
And I wasn't really ready for that, nor the one after it. 12 down, Sorceress Elder of Folklore, Crone.
Right.
Once I got it, I'm like, oh, of course, that sounded correct.
Yes.
But I had, for 27 across, the vodka cocktails with orange liqueur and lime juice, kamikazes. I wanted to spell that with the penultimate letter being an I.
Oh.
And because there was an I previously, and I thought, well, there was one I, let's throw in another I for good luck. But it was actually an E. So I had like crony at some point. And I'm like, crone the first?
Actually, that's the way we spelled it too.
Really?
And we spelled it with an O, K-O, a kamikaze.
Well, really?
Kamikaze.
Right.
But that was just kind of the theme of this puzzle for us. I mean, it was great having some help with it from somebody who knew a lot of these, but we couldn't get it to solve.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where was your problem?
It all over.
Really?
And it all came back to that 8 down, which was anime style involving giant robots.
Mecha.
The answer was mecha.
Mm-hmm.
And we have put that in thinking, well, maybe that's what it is, but we weren't sure. And of course it didn't solve. So then we went through the alphabet. It was that first letter we weren't sure of.
Sure.
And my counterpart said, maybe it's Techa. T-E-C-H-A, but T didn't work. We went through the whole alphabet. So then it was like, well, actually we had Mecco because we had
sure
there.
Mm-hmm.
So then I said, maybe that's not how you spell that. So then we tried an A, and then we went through the alphabet again. Still didn't work. So then we started looking some more, and then we realized we had an I for Cronai.
Oh, okay.
So then we changed that to an E, and we went through the alphabet again. And then we had a great problem right in the middle, 48 across, encouraged with on.
Egged.
And we put in egg on.
Oh.
Instead of egged.
Uh-huh.
On. So then we fixed that and went through it again. No.
Wow.
Finally, we went down to 70 down. Comedian joy. And that crossed with 75 across, pushing against a boundary like this answer. And we put in edge. and so we had joy K-O-E.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, maybe that's edgy. And then it solved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was quite the saga.
It was. It took us a long time to get this done, even though I had this magic card with my counterpart who knew all of these more millennial type answers.
Well, it turned out I only had one really serious problem, and that was 5 across. Ditto in footnotes. I immediately went for ibid.
Oh. Well, we thought of that.
Oh, I thought of it and acted on it.
Really, I should say my counterpart thought of that. But I said, no, ibid doesn't really mean ditto like that, I don't think.
It's really, really closely related because I did a search after the fact.
Uh-huh.
And item and ibid are often confused for one another.
Oh.
It's basically the same sort of thing, something to do with page numbers.
Oh, uh-huh.
I didn't go into the full details, but it was definitely a fair guess.
Well, but we knew 6 down was Brooks and Dunn.
Well, you did.
It had to be a D.
You're not familiar with the country duo Brooks and Bunn?
No. Tell me, what were their hits?
Well, you've picked a fine time to leave me Lucille. And one of them was Looky Lou, who's coming here. Listeners might want to check out yesterday's podcast for an explanation of Looky Lou.
I don't think so.
Anyway, so I had Bun, and then 7 down, the literary download was an ebook. I had iBook, which sounded like it might be okay. I mean, I've got an iPad and I read books on them, and I've got an iPhone. Why not an iBook? So, and I had Deca, and I thought, sure, that sounds like an anime style involving giant robots. Why not? But then I started thinking about Deca, and I thought Mecha sounded right. I've seen that before, and so I had IBIM, and I'm like, that sounds almost like a missile. And then I worked backwards and realized it wasn't an iBook, it was an ebook. I didn't even really look at the downs. I just wrote ibid and said, got that one. And then I looked at Bun, and it's like IBIM, and then it's like, oh, it's item. And then it solved.
Yeah. We actually had another one that we had.
Goodness
had wrong.
grief.
I know. 28 down said C 68 down, and that was with 28 down, longtime McDonald's chief. And we thought his name was Roy Kroc.
No, Ray Kroc.
Yeah. so we had to change that too.
Wow.
So, yeah. And, usually I don't make that many mistakes in a crossword.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, and we weren't trying to race through it or anything, but.
Well, you can throw your partner under the bus here and blame it on her.
We did do it this afternoon. We didn't do it last night when we usually do it.
Right.
We did it this afternoon after we'd had, more than half a day of doing other things. So
Sure, yes.
Maybe that was not the best time to do it. I don't know.
I don't know. It was in the middle of the day. That's often an excellent time. Well, I recovered from arrows. I noticed a couple of other things I thought were cute. 13 down, that was garden hose problems, kinks.
Right.
And at one point I was thinking maybe it's leaks, but I needed that K for 9 across. Measure up is stack. And then sort of on the very opposite corner, from top right to bottom left, we have 54 down. Screwballs was kooks. So we had kinks and kooks, which I thought was sort of cute.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then right above Karate Kid, we had 46 across. Classroom assignments, desks, which I thought was nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 61 across. We had the clue was all right already. I'll do it, and we put in fine.
Oh,
but it turned out to be okay, which we should have thought of since it was the theme. But
in the spirit of this crossword, that they definitely helped.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that the first K of okay ran into 55 down. Director Kurosawa,
right.
AKIRA. And
yes, that's been in the crossword a lot.
AKIRA?
That's how I know the right answer for that one. So, yeah.
Let's see. AKIRA has shown up a total of, crossword info's not giving me any info here. Here we go. 35 times.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty much Kurosawa every single time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's one thing I've learned from doing crosswords. The name of that.
Really?
Director. Yes.
So he did Rashomon, which is a famous film that one day I plan to watch, where like a murder's taken place and you have 4 different people who have observed the same event, but they have a different perspective on it. Just depending on where they are. A couple of others I thought were cute. We had 33 across, knowing what not to say, and that was tact.
Yes.
I had to take a hot minute to parse that. And then, I don't know if this is supposed to be a reference to Severance or not, but 48 down, Audi's counterpart, Innie. I think so. To my favorite show of recent times that won 2 out of the 28 Emmys they were nominated for.
I thought that had to do with belly button.
Well, it also could. It could. But the characters in there are either innies or outies.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it sort of ties together. I did like the fact that 21 across, brand whose name is derived from the French phrase sans caféine was Sanka.
Yes.
I thought that was sort of interesting.
Now, that's one I got.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas our daughter had no idea what Sanka was. We originally put decaf.
Is it still made?
I don't know. I don't know, but I think so.
Can't understand.
Sanka in the coffee aisle.
I don't understand the need for a beverage without caffeine in it.
Although, if you want to drink coffee in the afternoon, that might be a good thing. So.
One last thing before we wrap this up. So, Xword Info, great site, everyone should check it out, keeps track of the number of letter counts in a crossword, and the maximum number, yes. And up until today, the maximum number of times that K appeared was 18 on Thursday, May 24th, 2007 by Patrick Merrill. Of course, I guess there's an advantage when there's like you expect more Sunday crosswords to pop up here. But anyways, so they went from 18 to 24 in today's crossword.
Wow.
So that was quite the leap.
Yes. Interesting.
And the letter that has appeared the most, all right, it's your time to guess.
S.
No, not even close.
Really?
S has appeared a total of 62 times.
Oh. I mean, this is what, on average, or?
This is the number of each letter that has appeared in one grid.
Oh, in this crossword.
No, not this one. I mean, looking over the range of crosswords from 1943 to the present. How many times? What is the maximum number of times each one of these letters has appeared?
E.
You're getting. Actually, that may be it. Let's see. E has appeared. There must have been something going on Sunday, February 13th, 1994, because in a 21 by 21, it appeared 138 times. That's just like, yeah, they were really going for the E's there.
Wow.
And I think that is, in fact, the maximum. Yeah, just sort of scanning through here. So.
Yeah, but it's not really fair because that was a Sunday, right? So,
well, that's true. I mean,
it'd be nice to know if they were all, approximately the same size. What would be the largest? But that is quite the record.
Well,
no matter what size the puzzle is, that's quite the record to have that many E's.
There was a 15 by 15 in which E appeared 78 times,
wow,
including such clues as greenskeepers and reed and entree. They just sort of broke out all the greens there.
Yeah.
I would have just had one clue, scream. Eek! It'd be like 100 and, let's see, about 400 E's and 1 K. Don't know if that would, I don't think that would pass muster, to be perfectly honest.
Probably not.
All right. That is it for today then.
Okay.
So thanks everyone for listening. Remember, we love feedback. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. Please write in and tell us just how much you adored 24K Magic when you first heard it. Because I first heard it today and yeah, it didn't do anything for me. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, remember, you can always get a hold of us not only at crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com, but also by clicking on the Send Fan Mail link.
Okay.
That is it for today.
Yep.
We'll see all of you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.